game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The give to the back. At the 35, he's open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, a 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peoples. Oh, a lot of space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group, David, if Carolina played behind the push passes on those playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a...
Turning it off! And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Back to the ground game on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. That's reeled in. It's Morgan. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get a...
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting, stud in the secondary, 5-star defensive back, gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, boy.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed, the measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here comes the option. Quick toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And, man, what an interesting call. 4th and medium, and the offense says, run. They don't want to pass the football. They run the option. They get it to the pitch man. He catches it. But this defense does a really good job. You can tell they know where the sticks are, and they get the big turnover on downs.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. The short hands, it's McCulley. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. first and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's...
Breaks into the open. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
On the run, it's Haynes. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Direct snap. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And the Wolverines will go for it on 4th down. Quarterback keeper. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social.
There he goes. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And he's dragged down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect the ball.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the returner is stopped. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's McCulley. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. They'll try the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often. And you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
He's got it, and he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Might be changing the route. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to scramble. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner. Not when your quarterback runs like this.
You dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
He'll bring it out. It's Peoples. And the returner will be brought down. They'll leave it with him. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quick completion on the out route. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. Exactly that.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Pucks it out of the air. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down. Receivers, because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Snagged in the middle, it's Haynes. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Nice job out of running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. play. Finds a spot in the middle. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield very late in the half. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, looking for the end zone. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. Here we go. Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the run, it's ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden, have to throw the football when the defense...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Caught in the backfield, it's Morgan. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's ball. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for room. It's ball. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Football with the run. Oh, he's got some space.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
To the ground with the back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Good pick up there as he got gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game, as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here in the second half. I love the way they've mixed in the run with the pass offensively. Defensively, they're doing a great job communicating. They're just the more locked-in team here late in the game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here we go. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Tate. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Donaldson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't gonna happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Do a better job of protection this time after that third down sack. Set him back, but they'll go for it here. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
pulls and throws off the RPO. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Using his legs, it's Haynes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got the tight end outside. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
I tell you what, these big-body tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw, it's Underwood. Under fire. Quarterback just flat, missed him, incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Klein. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll start this drive with a pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Might be calling a hot route. On the direct snap, it's Haynes. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Wolverines need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field. But the defense finally got a stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in this game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to throw on first down. And it's picked off for the third time today. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Might as well stick with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll go with a direct snap. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.